Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to everyone that's joining us from home. Thank you to everyone that's joining us also on your phone. We're streaming this on YouTube, so great evening to be with you. It's a little dreary outside. I don't know about you. It's kind of been a little nasty all day. That will continue to be the case, unfortunately, as we head through the next few hours. So we are talking about First Alert Weather Day being in place. Here's that setup right now, and you can see there is an area of low pressure that's spinning to the west. And the cloud deck actually extends all the way into the northeast, all the way down to Florida, scattered showers. This is all associated with the same system, and that's what's been bringing us rain through the day. Now, the rain has been pretty much light to moderate in nature. Most of us have picked up on light showers. We're talking roughly 3/10 of an inch at the airport here in Atlanta. I don't think many locations got more than that, but we are still tracking a very damp atmosphere out there. So more of this moisture will filter in as we head through the overnight hours and into the start of the day tomorrow. I want to do a deeper dive. You can see that the heaviest of the rain right now is mainly north and east of the city. Atlanta itself just missed at best. Some showers out towards Stone Mountain, Redan, Snellville, but I do think that the bulk of us are seeing things improve, at least for the next hour or so. To the north of town, folks in Woodstock getting in some sprinkles, as well as Kennesaw, Marietta, Smyrna. A little bit of rain right now dibbling into Mableton as well. The yellows, that's what we're picking up on, the heaviest downpours right now, and that's going to be folks that are in Fannin and Gilmer counties, moving just to the east of Dalton. If you're in Ellijay, Blue Ridge, that rain is coming in waves, and it's getting a little heavy at times. Also, some folks in Blairsville picking up on some heavier downpours. If there's any good news with this system right now, there is no lightning. There's no thunder, so no thunderstorms. But those showers stretch all the way down to the south and east, from Winder into Monroe, Madison, and then folks in Eatonton picking up on some light rain as well. So this system is not done with us yet. It's going to continue to spin around and throw more moisture our way. So our First Alert Weather Day will continue through the overnight hours. Expecting a thicker band of rain to start to move in the closer we get to midnight. So if you are working third shift, this will put a bit of a slippery situation on the roads for you, more so than it already is. Also, the potential for some blinding rain in some of these bands will be possible through the overnight. Now, I'll admit, I understand that most of you are not getting out into the streets tonight. It's Tuesday night. But there are folks who are working third shift, and I want to give them that heads up on that rain that is going to be increasing through the overnight. It's going to be with us as we head into the day tomorrow. We are going to continue our First Alert Weather Day into tomorrow. Once again, this is just going to be a rain event. There's no concerns about thunder, severe weather, gusty winds, or any of that of the such. Going to get a little breezy, but not damaging breezy. And then as we look towards Friday and Saturday, two more First Alert Weather Days down the pipeline. As I alluded to earlier in the newscast, there's a chance that we will only First Alert Weather Day a couple of hours on Friday, and it could be just the 10, 11 o'clock midnight hours heading into the start of Saturday, because it really looks like this system's going to hold off as far as the bulk of its moisture. But there will be a little bit more instability with that system, so we do think we'll get some thunderstorms Friday night into Saturday. Right now, still several days away, so to pick up on the exact dynamics of the atmosphere to talk about severe potential, still a little out there. Right now, if I had to go off my gut, I'd say if there is a severe risk, it's going to be on the lower end just because of the timing of this and the dynamics associated with that secondary system. But for now, just know that there's going to be some rain Friday night and some rumbles of thunder. So if you are planning on getting out into the streets then, when some say it's more appropriate, it's going to be a little wet out there. So just a heads up on that. As far as tomorrow, we are not concerned about severe weather. We're not talking about hail. We're not talking about wind. We're not talking about tornadoes. This is just going to be a rain event. And while there have been a couple of instances of some rivers that have been creeping up, I think it was the Oconee River. If I saw it in my notes earlier, I got an alert to the levels were increasing. It's going to be minor flood stage, so not a major deal, just typically flooding, a little water out of the banks, kind of around the river, but not really causing much of damage. That's going to be what we're tracking with this first system, so no major concern there. Here's how we get through tomorrow. First Alert Weather Day for the morning, scattered rain. There's going to be, unfortunately, a messy commute, much like there was for this evening, repeating itself tomorrow. That low will continue to rotate and push on out towards the north and east, so I actually expect us to trend drier in the afternoon. There may be some spotty showers around at 12. It's going to be the light stuff that we've been dealing with this evening. But as we head into the afternoon, we really do expect the bulk of that moisture to push to the north and east, and any showers that are with us at 5, 6 o'clock tomorrow should be rather isolated in nature, maybe with some breaks in the clouds in some spaces. Temperatures are going to trend a little bit cooler on the back end, all courtesy of a northwest wind. Sorry, I want to make sure that I am watching everything. Normally I can see your questions. I'm going to ask my digital producer to come and take a look at this in a second because I can't see the comments. There may not be any because folks have been being real quiet lately, but the spot for comments, it's not here, and I don't want to miss anything here. So just want to make sure. Looks like y'all are quiet, but we'll roll with it. Clearing out as we head into the overnight Wednesday, which is going to set us up for a pretty sweet forecast Thursday. Thursday by far will be the pick of the week. But let's talk about the rain totals through the overnight and into tomorrow. And while this model's being very aggressive for Athens and McDonough and Eatonton, I'll be frank, what I'm seeing just in the returns to the south and west, it's hinting that we could pick up an additional inch at most tonight. The models have been trying to throw out another 2 inches. I just don't see it, to be completely honest. I'm not going to say it's out of the realm of possibility, but you can typically see how those rain bands are behaving to the south and west and kind of get an inkling on what's going to happen. We do think it's going to get a little bit more energetic as far as rain tonight, but I don't see there being 2 more inches of rain out in Athens. But heads up, another inch at least, maybe 1.25 inches in some places. I mentioned Thursday was going to be pretty sweet, and it's looking good. Good mix of sun and clouds to start the day. A little bit more sunshine breaking through the clouds as we head into the afternoon. Nice little breeze. It's going to climb into the 70s. So while I don't recommend going out and taking your dogs to the dog park maybe because the ground's going to be wet, unless, of course, you have a towel at home, it is going to be nice to be out and about. 62 degrees at 11 a.m., getting into the upper 60s early afternoon. We'll hang out in the low 70s for a couple of hours. Should be pretty nice when you get off work. If there's one day that I would say, oh, you know what? Maybe I want to get out, do a little after work happy hour, maybe go for a little run, Piedmont Park or something like that. That would be Thursday because it's going to be pretty pleasant. I actually may go for a run on Thursday now that I mentioned it. Heading into Friday. Friday is the first alert weather day, but it's going to be an interesting first alert weather day. The whole purpose of our first alert brand is to let you know that something is going to happen. Like, this is a day you should watch. And some of those days you should just know. Like today, I think, was just a day you should know it was going to be nasty all day. There wasn't really a risk associated with the weathers per se, other than people driving crazy, and, you know, that leads to issues. Friday's going to be another one of those days where I think it's going to be a very low impact first alert weather day. It's going to be gloomy all day. Rain moves in. There may be a sprinkle in the morning, but I think our best chance for rain Friday is going to be sometime like around 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night. So there's going to be a whole lot of time in the middle of the day that isn't going to be much of anything to talk about. But we are first alert weather day because I don't know about you, but Friday night is the night that I like to get out and about and do whatever I need to do as a grown-up and get out into the streets. So that would be something that would be applicable to you if you had Friday night plans. Maybe it was date night, going to a movie, going to a friend's, cousins, mamas, whoever. There's going to be rain moving in through the evening hours. So if you are maybe driving down to Macon to hang out with some relatives or something like that, just know that the earlier you get out, the better. If you were thinking of leaving at 11, 12, you're probably going to be wet. That rain will continue into Saturday morning. We're all going to sleep Saturday night because that rain's going to get heavy. Some rumbles of thunder may wake you up. Heavy downpours are likely 7 a.m. Saturday morning. If it's your job to go and get the donuts on Saturday, just be prepared for it. It's going to be messy out there. This system looks to be a fast mover. We're going to fine-tune the timing on that, but right now this looks to be out of the area sometime in the afternoon on Saturday with some residual sprinkles around, cloud cover, of course, but the bulk of that rain looks to be gone by 2, 3, and I don't think Saturday is a complete waste if you're okay with, you know, a little bit of mist and stuff like that. We trend drier and cooler through the overnight. Northwest wind prevails. Temperatures are going to be a little chilly to start off your Sunday morning heading out to church. We're talking about being in the 40s, so light jacket weather, nothing terrible, no Arctic blast to speak of, but it will be cooler than the last few mornings. It's been in the 50s the last couple of mornings. We're going to lose 10, 12, 15 degrees starting off in the 40s. So it's going to be noticeable Sunday morning, but not terrible. As far as extending this out several days, we are talking about through Saturday, picking up an additional 2 to 3 inches in some places. We didn't pick up a whole lot today so far. I do think that the models are kind of underestimating this secondary system a little bit. So I do think that through Saturday, we could pick up another 2 to 4 inches widespread across the region. And that's going to be enough for there to be at least the concern for some isolated instances of flooding. Still too early for a flood watch, but the Storm Prediction Center has put out at least a 15% chance of some sort of flash flood guidance. So Friday night, Saturday morning, I think we really want to just kind of monitor what we're doing. I know most of y'all will be at home and sleep and stuff like that, but if you are going out Friday night, getting up early Saturday morning, there could be some instances of some water on the roadways that you should be watching out for. Once again, still a little bit too far out to talk about severe potential. That's something we're watching. A lot of the things are lining up in our favor, but because this system is going to be a little energetic to our west on Thursday, Friday, as it moves through our region, Friday, Saturday, there may be some leftover energy that we could see a stronger thunderstorm or two. So we'll continue to monitor that, fine-tune that. As soon as we get a better handle on that environment, we'll let you know. For now, this is a heads up. We're watching it. And that's what we're saying for tomorrow. Heads up for the rain. Heads up for more rain Friday night into Saturday. And then we trend cooler. We spring forward on Sunday, but temperatures fall into the upper 50s. So noticeably cooler there. I think Monday's pretty sweet, and I'm looking forward to next Tuesday already. I'm going to enjoy Thursday, and then I'm going to jump past everything else and look forward to Tuesday where we're in the upper 60s and sunny. So my whole goal here is to just give you guys a little bit of a insight into the forecast, a little bit of a deeper dive into our thoughts, because talking for 3.5 minutes or 4, however long it is in the newscast, we can't always give you everything that we're seeing and how we're interpreting the data, and we have to just kind of give you the meats and potatoes. This was an opportunity for us to have a little bit of a discussion, and I hope you enjoyed it. I don't see any comments in the chat, but you can like it if you're enjoying our little conversation here. We do this every night at 8 o'clock. Thank you for everyone that's joining us on the Roku app, the Amazon Fire Stick app, the Apple TV app. And, of course, thank you to everybody that's joining us on our YouTube stream. Me and meteorologist Fred Campagna hard at work going through these totals for tomorrow because this system, I'll be honest, is a little finicky. But we're going to have the updated timeline of when this rain will increase through the overnight and how long it's going to linger into tomorrow on Peachtree TV at 10 and 10:30. That's me and Fred Campagna. And then he will have a final look at 11 on Atlanta News First. Y'all, make it a fantastic Tuesday. It's lunchtime. I don't know what y'all are doing, but I'm trying to get my life together. I have this gallon of water. I had a nice little cycle earlier today, and I planned on getting a nice run in the morning. So have a good night. I'll leave y'all with the 7-day forecast. Blew up full screen. I'll take my name away because you know it. See y'all at 10.